Hi folks, today's theme is deep focus. Hopefully this melody can be repetitive enough for you to get into that kind of flow-like state. But the hand coordination has to adjust throughout in order to achieve kind of a solid, regular vibe. So it requires deep focus in order to achieve that. That's the goal with this video anyway. So the pattern is this. Micro adjustments in there in order to keep that flow going. So to begin with then, we've got this F minor chord here, which is ding, note 2 and note 3, and that's nice and simple, right, left, right. And then we're coming over with the left hand to the ding and back to the right with the ding. So we've got that gung 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 feel happening. So we've got this. That out for a moment. Nice. But the second time that we play that, we're actually going to continue the melody up to note 4. So it'll be like this, right? So all together we've got right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. That's simple. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Let's try that a few times around. The second variation then is we're going to start here on note 1 instead of the ding. So that'll look like this. So we're playing 1 with the left, 3 with the right, and 4 with the left. I think. 1, 3, 4, 1, 1, 3, 4. I've got it written here that we play 1, 3, right-handed both times. That makes sense because from the previous rhythm we have to go with the right because we're up here with the left. Okay, by the way, if you want to see what I'm looking at with my notes when I turn this way, I'm looking at the notation that I wrote for all of these patterns, and if you want to get access to that, you can find that over on Patreon. Your support for this whole month would be massively, massively appreciated. So, correcting myself then, we're going to play right, right, left, right, left, right, left. Ooh, there's that slight little shift that we have to watch out for. That's why we need that deep focus here. So thumb, finger, finger, and then from here, we can play it right, left, right? Like so. Again. One more time. And then from here, we carry on all the way up to note 5. So now we have this. So let's try that one round a few times. Ready, here we go. From the beginning then, we have this. right-handed now. So let's try those round a few times. Ready, 1, 2, here we go. So actually we're going to add a final one here, which will be very, very similar to the first version. But instead of going here to 4, we're going to go over to 5, just to give it a sense of closure. I've written down that the 5 is with the left, but you can choose whatever you want. Maybe it's easier with the right there. Just got to come back in. Well, I'll let you decide what feels more comfortable, where those double strikes want to come in, if they do. So then, all together, and that last variation happens 2 times in a row, all together we have this. And there we have it. So I hope you enjoy that one. Yeah, stay focused. Once you get it, really lean into that, breathe into that, take your time with it, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hey folks, today's theme is slow down. So we're gonna work nice and slowly through our pattern today. It's a nice little arpeggiated melody type thing, and it looks like this. This feels a little bit off, but the idea is that it just wants to keep rolling into the next idea. That's what we're doing with that note there. So to break it down then, the first arpeggio is actually, no, that's a lie, is this. So we're starting with note 2, moving over to note 3, up to note 4, back down to note 3. Yeah, so we're starting with the left hand here. A flat major chord, and then so we're going to play that twice almost, but the second time, instead of coming back down, we're going to reach up for a little hint of melody up here, and that's note 7, right? So now we have this 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 7. That beautiful major chord. Yeah. So let's try that again. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 7. From here we're shifting chord. all we're going to do is we're actually going to play the same thing, but the left hand, instead of starting here on note 2, actually starts here on note 1. But everything else stays the same until we move down. So instead of striking note 7 over here, we're going to use the left hand for ease because we're already over here, right? We might as well. We're going to strike note 6. So that sounds like this. 1, 3, 4, 3, 1, 3, 4, 6. So now, when we put those two things together, we have this. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 7, 1, 3, 4, 3, 1, 3, 4, 6. Again, 2. 1, 3, 4. Again for me. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 7, 1, 3, 4, 3, 1, 3, 4, 6. And then from here we're gonna finally arrive to chord 1, our final chord here. That starts on the ding. Oh, and actually, I'm playing the ding with my left, and then I'm playing 3, 5, 3. 3, 5, 3. So we're creating this little triangle shape here. The notes that I'm referring to over to my left are the notation for all of the videos here during Handpanuary. If you want to get access to that so that you can follow along, you can find that on my Patreon. Your support is massively appreciated. Thank you. So here we have this all the way through the first bar. We're actually going to do this twice with no added melody, like so. And then we do it again a third time. And then we're going to pull away from the arpeggio completely. Left hand comes all the way up to note 8. And then we play 7, 6, like that. And then that leads into the next chord, right? So now we have this 1, 2, 3. Here comes the melody. 8 and 7, 6. Again, let's try that again. 2, 3. Here we go. 8, 7, 6. One more. 2, 3, 8, 7, 6. And that leads us back to the beginning. So it feels like it's kind of constantly rolling, you know? So when we put all of those things together, nice and slow, here's how that sounds. Ready? 1, 2, here we go. So take your time with that one. Yeah, go as slow as you dare. Allow all of that space in between. And I hope you enjoy. Hey folks, today's theme is creativity. So we're going to have a little fun with it. We're going to play in a swing pattern. And that means ands in between each beat are kind of squeezed over towards the next beat a little bit closer. So instead of da, 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 1 and 2 and, it'll be da, 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. But that swing is entirely up to you, because the pattern that I'm going to give you is actually super open, so that you can add your own creative spark. So let's just get used to that swing. I invite you to play this with me. And there are lots of different types of swing. Different percentages of how much you swing it. Different cultures have different percentages, if you like. Today, it looks like this. So we need to get that really in our bodies before we can move freely with it. Watch out for that non-dominant hand. Strokes nice and even. Nice. Right. Bouncy, chirpy. The pattern that I'm going to give you actually doesn't necessarily imply that swing. It's you that has to put that in between. And I'll show you why. Every strike that we play is going to land on the downbeat, on the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And those numbers they're always in the same place regardless of whether you're swinging or not, right? This is the beginning. So, ding, chord, slap, chord, ding, chord, slap, chord. But in our bodies, we need to be feeling then we can move that chord over to the left. Same idea, we're just playing these 2 notes on the left hand side. And then we move back over. No, switch, I meant to say. We can start putting some little melody ideas, or some ghost notes, some percussive elements. Woo! Tricky. One hand doing all of the accents and one hand doing the swing in between, right? So this is all with my right now. My left hand is providing ghost notes, then we switch everything with the left, and my right hand providing ghost notes. See it here happening here? And then we switch. We can pause the video until we've got it. I can't. But once we feel comfortable with that, then we can start to move that ghost note to some kind of melody. Like this. That's surprisingly difficult, just having that swing, that slightly different element in there, and also switching from right to left over and over and over again. That's a really good exercise in itself, getting that right and left coordination, practicing having a different lead. Yeah, take some time with that one. That's a good one, it's fun. I might take some time with that one right now. I need it. And once you get it, share it with us in the WhatsApp group if you're a patron. Yeah, I would love to see your versions of it. Yeah, alright, enjoy. Hi folks, welcome to Handpanuary. Today's theme is grounding. So we're going to play something really quite simple to allow us to really just arrive here with the instrument and with ourselves. And really lean into what it is that we're playing, breathe with it, meditate with it, and just really kind of feel out that space and enjoy that space for our own sense of yeah, healing and well-being and enjoyment and all of that kind of stuff, not worrying too much about technique here. But from this you can then start to get creative with it if you wanted to. So to begin with, we're just moving up the scale like so. So we start on the ding, then left hand comes over to note 2, we're skipping this one for now. And then we just move up the scale through these 4 notes, left, right, and then straight back down again. Then once we get bored of that, all we're going to do is move from the ding to note 1. Everything else stays the same. And as we play this, I want you to really think about what's happening with your hands here. What kind of tone or texture are you trying to create? Do you want to mute the sound? Do you want to make it a little bit more soft and bassy? Do you want to make it more slappy and have more of that high-end sound? What is your goal with this, right? I really like finding the softest sound that I can. And to do that, I like to curl my fingers a little bit and aim for the center of the note. Open that sound by moving to the outside. Hear how that changes. And then we can find somewhere in between. I invite you to close your eyes once you get comfortable with it. Left and right hand. Keep that tempo the same. and keep breathing. If you want to move that final note around, you can, like this. So this is a really nice one that I like to do quite regularly, actually, before I settle into learning something more tricky or whatever it is, or even if I don't have any time with the handpan that day and I just want to do something for a bit, that'll be what I do. And it's really nice, yeah, to just have that moment, I think, to just really ground in that. So I invite you to allow that space for that just gentle playing, no pressure on what it sounds like, no pressure on creating something cool, just really letting the handpan yeah, connect with you and just have that moment of peace and quiet, basically. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you again. Hi folks, today's theme is express. So I'm going to teach you a little pattern and then I invite you to move it around and do whatever you like with it. It goes like this. You'll notice it's quite repetitive and there's a lot of space in the in-between for you to do stuff. So we're actually starting with a little pickup into the bar. So it's 4E and 1E and 2E and 3E and 4. Right, so there's a whole thing going on. There's a whole bar almost where you can do whatever you want within that once you've learned how this goes first. So it's 5, 6, 5, 4, 5. Da, 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 da. Right, left, right. It's just between these two notes here. 5, 6, 5, 4, 5. But at the same time that we hit this 5, we're going to play with the left hand on the ding so that we can start the groove here. If you want to see how that works on paper, you can join my Patreon. All of the notation for all of the handpanery is over there. I'm releasing it week by week. So do check it out, and your support would be massively appreciated as well. So here we have a nice muted groove. So the groove itself is this, left, boom. And then here we're playing it at the same force, the same velocity, but we're just keeping the thumb down to mute the sound. Dum, dum. 1E and 1E and 1E and 2. And then on the 2, we've got a tack here. 1E and 2. 1E and 2. 1E and 2. 1E and 2E and 1E and 2. Right, so now we've got a double strike here. 1E and 2E and then again on the 1. 1E and 2E and 1E and 2E and 1E and 2E and 1E and ga, ga, yeah, ga, ga, ga. It's funky. But at the end of that bar, we're actually gonna again have that little pickup into the next bar. And the second time we actually come down onto the 3. So the groove then will actually look like this. Dum, dum, ga, dum, 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 ba, da, da, da. Right, I'll do that again. Dum, gum, ga, gum, 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 ba, da, da, da. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. So that whole thing never changes throughout this pattern. The only thing that changes is whether you're landing on note 5 or note 3. And that's what gives it that movement. We don't need loads of complex stuff to make something interesting. Sometimes we only need one moving part on one strike, right? So let me show you how that works. So starting on the 5, and then we'll shift between. Ready, here we go. Da, 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 da. Just starting by putting one thing in. Challenge. Or you could go crazy with the groove. All the while I'm still counting that rhythm. So I'm landing in the same place with the melody every time. Yeah, right? Sometimes I don't play that melody because I want that silence. But I just sang it in my head. that concept and pull it apart and see how much you can do with it, what you can play around with, how you can change the melody itself, land in different places, pull apart the groove, change it, make it more interesting or make it more spacious, make it more full, whatever you want to do with it, get creative with it. All of these patterns are yours to do whatever you want with. And then when you make something, share it with the community group if you are on Patreon, if you do have access to that WhatsApp. Yeah, come and share it with us. If you're not in that group, share it on Instagram or something, tag me in it, I'd love to see it. Otherwise, have a beautiful day and I'll see you tomorrow.